wow, does God work in incredible ways that I could have just never ever imagined. And so being on the other side of that, we don't want to waste a day of our lives. My biggest regret is that I wasn't more brave sooner. Hold on to hope if you've got it. I know you're existential like we are, so join us. Where do I begin? All I'm thinking is, it's been a long time coming, but boy, do I have a story for you. We have a lot of ground to cover, and I don't know what I'm doing. It's 3 a.m. and I'm still awake. Really, I'm just awake. I have been dealing with some insomnia, but I'm just so excited for life. I'm so excited for what's happening, what God is doing in our family, and I just want to be awake. I don't want to be sleeping my life away. There's a season for everything, and this is my sleepless season, and I'm okay with that. I'm waking up around 2 to 3 in the morning and starting my day and loving every second of it, and we want to bring you along. And I do mean we, because the family has grown and is continuing to grow, and we're just counting on, and I can't believe that this is where we're at. It's a great life. Cheers to leaving our old life behind and starting a new one. Boy, howdy, does the time fly. It's been how long? 2 years? A lot has happened. So many changes, so many things, and I miss you. So let's begin with this guy right here. Blood and Business. Wow, why did we not tell you what we were doing while we were doing it? I don't know, but we were literally recording season 1 of Blood and Business, our podcast. It's vintage Americana true crime stories of the most infamous siblings in history. It's the best thing I have ever created in my entire life, and I have been a creator my entire life. Beyond anything I could have ever dreamed, expected, hoped for. If you're into podcasts at all, if you're into stories, if you are a reader, if you like documentaries, if you like indie films, Blood and Business is for you. Season 2 was about the Kennedy siblings. That's most people's favorite season. But we also covered the Kardashian siblings, the Disney brothers. It's everything that you hope it is. It's so pure and lovey and like just amazing. We've got the Ringling Brothers, which if you know the Barnum and Bailey, the Ringling Brothers Circus, that's who that is. And then the Bouvier sisters, which is Jackie Kennedy Onassis and her sister Princess Lee Radziwill. It's an incredible thing. Our scripts are like 30 pages long for every episode. It's a deep dive. It's kind of like true crime vibes minus the like heavy paranoia. It's really good. It's just like incredible, entertaining, deep dive stories, historical biography types. Okay, so I created it with my sister, my older sister. So you guys know Cassie. Her and I are co-hosts of the podcast. She's the writer and the main voice of the podcast. I'm like sitting there next to her. She's basically telling me the stories. I'm responding to them. We have video versions of every episode on YouTube and the audio episodes on every major podcast platform. You will love it. It's about siblings, which my channel has forever and always been about me and my siblings. So during Vlogmas, we were recording season 1. We have since recorded season 2. So in season 1, we did a bunch of smaller sibling sets, and then in season 2, we did John Fitzgerald Kennedy and his siblings. So there's 9 of them. If you've heard of Rosemary, she is his sister who had a lobotomy, a prefrontal lobotomy done in the 40s. So that's a very tragic story. The Special Olympics came out of the Kennedys. The Peace Corps came out of the Kennedys. I mean, it's a deep dive. It is fascinating. There's a little bit of Frank Sinatra in there. There's Marilyn Monroe. There's Judy Garland. It's a good time. There's some like Hollywood, CIA, FBI, lots and lots of drama. If you aren't sold yet, you just need to go listen because oh my gosh, so good. On YouTube as well. We also have merch. We've got hoodies. Oh, I have my hoodie with me. This is the coffee cup. How freaking epic is it? It's the Disney brothers, Jackie Kennedy Onassis and Princess Lee Radziwill, JFK and Bobby Kennedy, Blood and Business. Then we have all the sibling sets we've covered so far. There is a season 3 coming soon. That announcement of the sibling set that we will be covering at the start of season 3 will be out soon. But I also have, it's freaking filthy. I've worn it like 18 times and I need to wash it. We also have Coach jackets, stickers. Oh, tote bag. I mean, I'm covered. Another change in our lives, we have turned to uniforms. We literally wear the same thing on a repeat. Our lives are that chaotic. So that's, what else? Cassie and I have another thing going on, and actually it's gonna be a full collective thing with our family. It is called Call It the Collective.
Marker. Welcome to Call It the Collective. Basically the rundown of what you're gonna get here. Giant family vlogs, grocery hauls that'll be super interesting for 9 people, Amazon hauls. We're gonna talk about our deep actual story of our family because we've been through a ton of different iterations and now we finally all live in one place and we're doing life very much together. Bethany and I, biological siblings, 2.5 years apart, almost 3 years apart. We have a podcast together. I am married to Mac. We've been married for almost 10 years and we are adopting internationally and we have vlogged the entire process. So that's one like storyline you're gonna get. Another storyline that's kind of adjacent is that Bethany and Audrey, who are my 2 little sisters, biological, they live with my parents 8 minutes away from our house and they are fostering 3 babies, and we have a like 4-generation household right now. Yep. So we moved my grandparents in with us. My grandfather has since passed, but that was like a whole journey in and of itself, which we do have vlog footage we'll be sprinkling in, showing that entire timeline. A lot of different things going on because Bethany and I have a business together. That's like a very different world. We literally have been filming out of our dining room for 2 years. Mac helps with a little bit of that behind the scenes as well. We've done a lot of personal work and family work. We do communal Bible studies and we have lots like intentional times. Yes, our family is very like abnormally close and it has taken a lot of intention and effort to make it that way. We haven't always had a like perfect family dynamic. We are doing a return back to like the simple life and paring down, getting rid of freaking half the stuff that we own and just like becoming very intentional and focused about every single day that we are on the earth.
Yeah, making it count. Don't waste your life, kid.
I mean, you've always seen the family in Bethany's vlogs, but it's gonna be a lot more like collaborative and we're calling it the collective. So
literally in Vlogmas I was like, I'm so over it being the Bethany show. Yeah, I'm so over like it being the Bethany show. You have no idea.
That was just like in your spirit.
It was, I was
in your soul.
Literally
you were like
through things.
Yes.
Is anyone happy right now? Is anyone just living life? Because the vibe here is not
living life.
It is surviving. All of my energy is going to anxiety and my past vlogging trauma, and I'm literally just like, why am I doing this right
Your
now?
past vlogging trauma, what does that mean?
Trauma. I feel like I have just not wanted to be on YouTube again because it just freaks me out.
You were having like aversions to certain things and your insides were changing towards something that like didn't even come to fruition on the outside for like 2 years.
Yes. I have nothing to say anymore. My words are all used up. Majority of me just wants to leave the internet and never ever return. I just feel so self-absorbed. So maybe I just start with the things that I do know instead of what I don't know.
What do you know?
I know that I don't know anything. I know that I'm not on this planet for isolation. Happiness is not the goal. People are freaking sad, anxious, depressed, suicidal, and want/need help. I know that I care about children more than anything. I know that I cry when I think about siblings being separated or not knowing how to forgive each other. I know that my brain is mush and I literally, the fact, like thinking about going back to school right now scares the crap out of me because I have never been more brain dead in my life. I feel like when I first moved here, all I was exhausted. Like I was just so tired, I didn't even give a crap about anything because I was literally just so burnt out, emotionally burnt out, physically, mentally, all the things. I don't feel as burnt out anymore. Now I just feel confused and like I have nothing important to say. I don't understand why I can't just like make a decision.
Yeah.
But like I also know that marriage is not a priority for me, kids are not a priority for me, like having my own children. So if I have no desire to have a personal life, like a career is obviously the next move. Yeah, especially since happiness is not my priority.
So definitely like the confusion and the pivot. Yeah. And basically Call It the Collective is going to be, well, just us showing our family
life and stuff, but also sort of a roadmap for literally the issues that I was dealing with in last Vlogmas. When I was coming out of undergrad, that's what I was struggling with most, is like, do I help orphans? Do I help refugees? Do I help families stay together? Do I help people, like children with mental disorders, mental illness? Because you've worked through hardcore all of that. And that's what the last 2 years have been. And also it's cool because we're gonna do like fun, lighthearted things too. So like Amazon hauls, grocery hauls, and so that is like a reflection of something that you've always done on Blood and Business, but it looks completely different now because there's so many of us. There's literally like 10 of us. So the cooking videos that we did in this kitchen, it's gonna be like scaled up. I don't know, it's just so cool because we were so disconnected and kind of in the middle of our journey, like we hadn't arrived yet. We had all these seeds of little things that we wanted to do. And then now figuring out how it all comes together. We have the plants and the trees. Two last things. We have foster siblings now. And Mac and Cassie are adopting. You'll be seeing lots of that foster and adoption talk on Call It the Collective. Yeah, all the nitty gritty. Like, I just opened my mail and showed it to you guys. Yeah. So we're gonna show everything. I mean, we've started vlogging like 6 months ago. It's a messy process. So you'll get to see everything, the entire lead up. So our new family vlog channel will consist of lots of family vlogs like you've seen on my channel, tons. If you remember back to New York, I'm also going to be doing a lot of content like that because Audrey and I, my little sister, we used to do bedhead breakfasts, and they were kind of just like coffee chats. Her and I would discuss like controversial things, spirituality, health, family dynamics, our sibling relationships, stuff like that. Some of them were like fun and lighthearted, and then some of them were like very deep and vulnerable. Also all of the nitty gritty, like how we run our household, how we split up chores, what it's like living with my parents when I'm almost 30, having such big age gaps between my foster siblings and me and my biological siblings, how we stay super intentional with our spirituality. We have gone on a complete journey with just how we live life, how we view life. We don't want to waste a day of our lives. So we are extremely intentional about our daily habits and routines, just keeping that lens of eternity in mind, just all of the little things that we implement to not waste our life. I know you're existential like we are, so join us. Cassie was like, did you tell them that Audrey was going to be in
They're gonna see Audrey again!
They're gonna see Audrey again. I still, to this day, get messages asking about how Audrey's doing. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, so much better. And I'm so excited for you to get to talk to her, and that has been obviously an entire journey in and of itself, and I'm gonna let her like talk about all the details and everything, but wow, does God work in incredible ways that I could have just never ever imagined. Don't lose hope. Hold on to hope if you've got it.
Hey, sorry, my phone is not letting me answer.
Updating everyone on Bedhead Beth about Call It the Collective and Blood and Business. I've literally never said the word Blood and Business on my Bedhead Beth account, so.
And I said, hello, did you tell them that Audrey's gonna be back? Because that's the #1 question. So, how's Audrey doing?
Is she okay? I've been praying for her. I've been thinking about her.
I love that for us.
I do too. Package deal, baby. Since 1999. What you're doing, your feelings about it. Okay, so let me tell you, wow, okay. Portland, you're from Portland?
That's the rock from the Goonies.
Oh my gosh.
You guys, we are at Cannon Beach where they filmed part of the Goonies.
This bookstore is so cute. Jeff, reminiscing about Strand Bookstore in NYC.
Oh my gosh, just chill.
The return of Audrey. That's like a headline, you know?
Okay, love you.
Alright, so
how did this happen so quickly?
God.
It's just a spark.
Truly, I know.
But it was enough.
But it was enough.
alright, love you guys, bye.
Okay, love you, bye. Okay, so what next? Even starting my YouTube channel, I feel like that was like my goal, was to show people what families can look like. We're kind of all in each other's business, but it's also made it to where like that is our safety net, and that is why we can be so resilient through like really bad crap. And I want that for other people. Like I want other people to be to feel like they can rely on their family and like be more vulnerable with their family. So I always like wanted to show our sibling relationship and our relationship with our families.